Hello everyone and welcome to Customs in the Making.
Today I will be making StrasburgThomas. Alright, so this is the model I'll be using. And sorry if you can hear fans in the background, it's just, some water came up and we are just drying it, so yeah, everything's fine. And also another thing, I don't know if I'm really gonna do the engines that I made before in the background, more just sometimes have a bit of a background, like you got Big Boy right here. And the reason why for that is because StrasburgThomas, I guess you could say that's a bit of a follow-up. Now, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to start cutting into the side of this and try and move the wheel arch back a bit. Alright, so I cut the little sides off. So yeah, on both sides. And I have the wheel arches, so I will glue those on in a second. I mean, a bit later. Right now what I'm going to do, well, for my big boy model, I have some Gordon pistons left over. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and cut into this and start shaping these a bit to match more of a porter base, because, you know, the StrasburgThomas was a porter in the beginning. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to do that now. Alright, so I cut the sides down on the model. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start sticking the pistons in. But another thing I want to do, like the big boy model, I want to make moving side rods that like kind of go into the piston, which I'll probably like just glue this on here and put that on. So yeah, I'll do that real quick and I'll show you that. Alright, so I glued on the pistons and side rods. So yeah, it can move. Sure. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to try and bring the pistons up a bit, like shape them still a bit. And also, as a StrasburgThomas, its whistle is kind of out a bit. So I'm going to be like probably making that out of paper clips. So yeah, I'll get to those two things real quick. Alright, so I finished the piston and the whistle. So here, I extended them a bit with paper. Not too much, but it makes it look better. And for the whistle, there are 2 paper clips. I will be painting it a bit after this, so I'll make it look better. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this part with clay because the little bunker is a bit like bigger than this, and I am going to be bringing it up a bit. So yeah, I'll do that real quick. Alright, so I did a few things. So here, I worked on the bunker, and that should be ready when I can. And I made the dome a bit bigger, like the real StrasburgThomas. And also, I added some paper to the sides of this, so when this is attached to here, when I put the wheel arch on, it'll cover it up, but still, you could see a bit. So, yeah, I'll paint that soon. But yeah, I'm gonna start painting. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to work on the running board. Alright, I'll show you that. Alright, I finished painting the running board white, and I also painted the side rods on both sides. Alright, I'm gonna do a bit more shaping, but mostly for this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cow catcher on, and like kind of like a little like slide bar on the piston. I'm going to try and get that in detail. And little steps up to the cab. Alright, I'll get to that. Alright, so I added a few things. You got the little steps on each side. And, like on the pistons, it's sure nothing in detail, but I added some like little piston rod looking things, or little, well, those little things on the side, I added them. Sure, not the piston rods, you know, I did those earlier. And I added the cow catcher thing. And sure, it probably won't work like if there's like a curve in the track that goes up, like a little slope. But it's pretty good. So yeah, this is just kind of it moving right now. So yeah. Alright, so right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start painting a few things black. Like, for instance, the sides here. Oh, that fell off. I'll repair that. But yeah, I'm going to start painting a few things black. And yeah, I'll show you that when it's done. Alright, some of the stuff is over there is drying. So, in the meantime, I haven't mentioned this, but I took off the whistles. It's kind of hard to see, but they're in there. And, yeah, so I took off the whistles because it would have been harder to paint while they're attached. Like, I might get some on the boiler. So, I'm going to paint them while they're unattached, and I'll do that real quick. Alright, the whistles are taking some time, but I finished I finished all the black on this. Like, I painted the cow catcher, some of the back. And for the smoke box, it's still drying, but I painted the paper black. So, what I'm going to do now, and same for the shell of the locomotive, I will be painting the blue parts. Alright, I'll do that real quick, and show you that when I'm done. So, I painted it blue. I got the pistons, the side rods. I know it's not completely blue, I gotta add some gray, but you got some blue right there and there. And you got little step stools things on the side, painted those blue. And on the Thomas model, painted the dome, the windows because I'm going to be drawing those on, same like for the 3D whistle. Painted kind of like over the red lines so I can redo those. And I painted the bunker. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now, I think I'm going to start doing some details like the lines. When also it's not hard to notice, but I covered up a bit of the running board. So yeah, right now I'm going to start like doing some details, like fixing it up, like working on the lines and that stuff. Alright, I'll get back to that. Alright, so I got some details in now. I painted the pistons. Yeah, the red parts. And on the body, I painted the lines on both sides. I might have messed up the angle. Yeah, so I painted the windows yellow and the little black lines for the bunker. And so I painted and glued on the 2 whistles. Painted the windows. So yeah, basically all this is all complete. Well, but what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to glue the wheel arches on top of the wheels. Alright, and I'll get back after that. Alright, so I glued the wheel arches on, and honestly, I think just the chassis itself looks awesome. Alright, so yeah, the model's all complete now, so I'll put it back together. Alright, here is the model 100% complete. And I really like this. So here, you gotta pick this up. You got the cow catcher, just like the piston and piston rods. The wheel arch, which honestly I think really looks nice separated. And I think this is like my best time drawing the windows, like in all the times I've done it. So here's just like the whole model itself. Little 360. Bit of a scenery change. Here's the tomboy next to the big boy. So yeah, this was a fun project. I did want to make a StrasburgThomas once, but didn't really work out. So it's honestly nice to kind of have one. I like how this looks a lot. So, this is StrasburgThomas. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.